you keep quiet?
I'll not say a word.
Director Ken Loach is renowned as one of the most prolific contributors to British social realism, a genre of film that highlights the harsh reality of British society. Ken Loach's approach to this genre typically includes a depiction and examination of working class Britain. Kes shows a story of Billy, bullied by his classmates, neglected by his family. Billy finds salvation in caring and training his pet kestrel. However, this only acts as a distraction, as Billy is just awaiting working life.
I'm not bothered.
Thought you didn't like school.
I don't, but it don't mean to say I like work, does it? Still, I'll get paid for not liking it. That's one thing.
I suppose it is.
Loach uses visual associations with imprisonment, a connotation to Billy and his brother's confinement within their environment, trapped in an economic and social disadvantage. Riff Raff follows Stevie, a Scottish construction worker working in London, with the job of converting a disused hospital into a set of luxury apartments. Ironic, as Stevie himself is homeless and resorts to squatting.
Born in Scotland, eh?
Right, born in Scotland, right enough.
My Name is Joe follows an unemployed construction worker.
We'll stop your money for this week. You can appeal if you want.
His struggle against the benefit system, whilst also battling his alcoholism.
It'll cost a fortune.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's been very busy.
There must be some mistake. I've got a serious heart condition. I'm in rehab and the doctors told us I can't come back to work. No, I was getting the benefits fine until that bloody assessment.
Daniel Blake also explores the problems with the benefit system.
You'll find it online, sir. I must ask you to leave now, if you've got no appointment.
As Daniel was put out of work due to a heart attack, and finds frustration in finding the means to survive.
Dan, come on, catch up.
However, this film does not indicate that social services is a problem itself, but the need for them is exacerbated by unemployment and poverty. These films present a mirror to society, a de-dramatisation of poverty in Britain, highlighting the shortcomings of contemporary social and economic arrangements.
You'll not be smiling when I fuck that wee nurse of yours either, will you?
And how each character is forced into rebellion.
You fucking... Come on, back here! You fucking bastard! Back up! Back up! You fucking wait some of that! Wait some of that? Where are you going? Hey! Hey! Where's my going?
Loach is known for using location shooting, static and purely reactive camera placement,
I'll give you a great goal.
a rejection of stars, and a dialogical style that appears improvised.
You, I hate your scumbag whore fucking life.
Joe, fuck off,
I
man.
hate your scabby fucking way.
Joe, don't say anything else. I know it's a drink, Tom.
This, along with distant camera placement, provokes a sense of realism, as the camera is just observing and not intruding on the actions and the conversation of the characters, almost like a fly-on-the-wall style of documentary.
The camera being an observer rather than being on handheld and wobbling about and rushing after the action, but sitting back and observing it and lighting it in a way that was unobtrusive and sympathetic and naturalistic. And that in a way, that's the kind of style I've tried to follow ever since, really.
One of Loach's biggest influences was De Seeker's Bicycle Thieves.
Where are you going, Bruno? Come back!
Bluffing. They're in a dirty war and they can't win.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
I agree. They're not going to lose face in America.
Another reoccurring element of Loach's films is the conversational scenes.
Los que quieran tomar la palabra, adelante.
With a group of people in a room, debating about the situation they are facing. This gives a sense of community to his films. And the struggles being faced isn't just of a singular character, but of the society they are a part of.
Buscar suministros y suministrar al frente. Que para eso están nuestros vecinos, nuestros compañeros en el frente, luchando por nosotros.
Hello, I want to talk to you.
Loach's approach to realism changes over time, as the form of his film slowly goes from a documentary style to the use of more classic cinema techniques. For example, this scene in Riff Raff uses long takes, where the camera follows the action instead of anticipating it.
I know what I'm doing.
You got a fucking clue what you're doing.
Whereas in his later films, the use of shot-reverse shot becomes more prevalent,
I've got a time limit.
as Loach becomes more of an auteur in art cinema. Looking for Eric is one of Loach's most experimental approaches to social realism. It shows Eric, a postman, in the struggle of trying to reconnect with his ex-wife.
Where's that?
And his stepson's involvement in criminal activities.
What the fuck is going on, Ryan? Fucking hell. What the fuck?
Eric starts hallucinating that his footballing idol, Eric Cantona, is there with him,
Is that really you?
giving him whimsical and poetic advice.
Don't try and outrun them. If they're taller, don't doubt to jump them.
Helping him regain control of his life.
Strongly on the left, you go right. Let's count. Let's dance.
Let's dance.
I'm the girl, come on.
You're the girl? Whoa, fucking hang on a minute now, mate. I think you got the wrong end of the stick here. Whoa, that's just a step too far now, right? That's it.
Although the premise of Eric Cantona being an imaginary friend to a postman wouldn't typically be considered realism, the struggle Eric is facing is family trouble, crime, and mental health problems.
I felt like I was floating off. I was like I was coming out of my own body.
These are things a lot of people in Britain face. And for many people, the people they idolise provides them with the optimism they need.